Hello and welcome to this new video. Today I wanted to talk to you about the latest Google AI model, which is called Gemini 2.5 Flash Image. That's the name of the model, but it also is code-named Nano Banana. So quite funny name, but the power of this model is really simply amazing. I've been testing it for the last week and a half, and it's just mind-boggling, really, especially in its in the way it edits and transform prompts. So you attach a photo to a prompt, and then the output is just completely crazy. So I wanted to show you very quickly very simple ways to edit a photo, and for that I'm going to use photos from unsplash.com. Unsplash.com is a website where you can download pictures for free. You can also upload pictures for other people to use, but that's another matter. But yeah, it's a very good website if you need to test images. You can just download them for free and then check them into anything you want. So I am going to go to my folder there where I have a few test images, and let's maybe use this lady there and maybe this mug there. Right. Okay, so very simple. My prompt is gonna be, I want the lady on the left image to hold the mug on the right image. So another interesting thing to know is the first picture is in portrait format, the second picture is in landscape format. When you do something like this and you want something to happen, the output image is always going to be in the format of the last image you have in the attachment. So if you attach two images, if I had attached the cup first and the lady after, when I want the output, then it would have been portrait, but now it's going to be landscape. So very simple. I want the lady on the left image to hold the mug on the right image. Let's run it. And voila. So Nano Banana, just very simply, very quickly, I left the video to run in real time. It's done that. Okay. Now I'm going to go back to my folder. And let's say I'm going to pick up maybe this, actually maybe this one because it's got a smiley on it. And now I'm going to say I want the lady holding the mug to be wearing the cap in the picture. Or maybe I said person, because sometimes I put lady and it blocks for some reason the generation. So I want the person holding the mug to be wearing the cap in the picture, right? And voila again. So fairly good restitution. I could also say I want the backdrop of the image of the person holding the mug to be a sage green solid backdrop. Let's run it. Very simple. Okay, so basically anything you throw at it, it does. And you know, to be doing such editing in Photoshop in the past would have taken days, if not weeks maybe. So this is really and great as well, because the face of the person is restituted exactly as it, you know, as it should basically. So you can edit plenty of images like that from the studio. If you have a cloud account, you can then find out the you can create a project in the cloud and basically run it, and Google generally gives you a $300 free sort of slate where you can test stuff, and then until it reaches $300 of free money, you don't pay anything. It's only when this $300 slate has been completely used, then they will start charging you. I'm not completely sure how much it charges, it depends on the use you make of it, but it's fairly normally it's fairly low if you have like just a basic app, if you use it for a basic app. Another thing on here, so in the Google AI Studio you can see the URL, so I will copy it in the summary, but you can have an idea. It's very simple to find. So in there you have a few things like this, the history as well of all your prompts. But if you click on dashboard there, you have API keys and usage and billing. So basically the API key, if you scroll down, you can, that's where your API keys will be. So if you go, for example, here, you can create an API key if you need it for some project. You will see all my project, which I don't want you to see. So if you have project already on your Google Cloud, you will see them in there. But generally, if you want just to create an API key, you click on there, and it will be generated. So I mean, this API key I won't be using, I will be deleting it straight away, so for your benefit I will leave it there. You can copy it if you need to use it somewhere, and then when you scroll down it's there, right? So so I'm going to tell you what you can be using it for. But for example, when I saw the potential of Nano Banana, I decided to try and create an app, a no-coding app, using a no-coding AI app like Bolt or Lovable, to create an application where I could just upload a selfie or a nice photo of myself and then turn it into a corporate headshot or a nice portrait of myself with a nice backdrop. So this is really an app that's now it's been developed in the last 10 days, and I've used the API of Nano Banana to create it. So I'm gonna release a video in the future where I show you another app that I want to develop, but the AI headshot app, I will show you just now how you can literally create this app. So I've been using in the past Lovable and Bolt.new. The problem with those apps is that when you start creating an app in it, you prompt it for several things, but the issue with it is that, let's say you reach a stage where your app is really good and functioning, suddenly you will hit a stumble block like a bug. So you will ask the UI to fix it, and then it will fix it, but then it will break 3 things in the background. So then when you start running the app again, it will say, oh, there's a bug. So you will, honestly, with all those apps, so I can give you the list: Replicate, Replit, Bolt, Lovable, Base 44, Cursor, you name it. All these apps I've been using, and I've literally gone through the whole amount of tokens of the month without in the end having a working app. But more recently I heard about an app called Emergent. So this is the app there, app.emergent.sh. So what I heard about this app is that you can basically do the same as in the other apps, but the only difference, which is a major one, is that once it hits a bug, then it will just try and fix it. So let's say you type in a prompt to generate an app, to create an app, and literally you press enter and you go and do something else. So when I created the AI headshots generator, literally I had a product requirement document that I generated with Perplexity. I chucked it into the app, Emergent, and then I pressed enter. And I literally went to ride my Peloton bike for 20 minutes, had a shower, came back down, and he was still working on bugs and he was still fixing bugs. But basically in about 10 minutes, so you think about maybe 40 minutes in all, it had fixed all the bugs, and then he said to me, okay, here is your app. And I saw it on screen, and I then started working on the various features I wanted to add to it. So I will show you the app, but I will not show you the code because now it is a working app. So I want to keep this secret because I want to launch it as a product. I will show you in Google AI Studio what I actually wanted to achieve first through the app via the prompt field, and then I will show you the app so you will see really how it works. It's totally crazy. So let's say I'm gonna open a file there. I actually use this guy there because he's got a tattoo in the neck, and it's interesting to see how Gemini on a Nano Banana reproduces it. And let's say I would like you to create a corporate headshot of the person in the image below. The backdrop must be a solid charcoal studio backdrop. And the person must be wearing a smart dress shirt, a white smart dress shirt with paisley buttons, his pose must be 3/4, and he must have his arm folded, and appear confident. Yeah, appear confident. Well, let's try and if that work. So we have a person there which is relaxed outdoors, and now look at that. So fairly look alike. The backdrop has been respected. It's a solid charcoal studio backdrop. He's wearing a white smart dress shirt, and if you look at that, it's got paisley patterns on it, which are like more like etched in it rather than printed, but look very smart. And again, the tattoo in the neck is there, so fairly resembling, really. If you look at the person there, fairly similar. You can also change the backdrop into something else. You can say, can you now change the backdrop into a natural blurred backdrop with the person wearing a navy blazer and looking serious. While facing the camera. Okay, well, he's not facing the camera, but he's got a semi-serious face with a blazer. Still the same shirt. Still the tattoo. Okay. Right, apologies, I think we have a ghost in this house. You've just seen it. The light just went at the back. We keep having a funny phenomenon in the house, like the TV coming on at night and objects falling randomly at night as well. So you see now it's past midnight and the light switches itself off. First time it happens. Right, so not to detract to the video, you can see it kind of works alright. I mean, he's not facing the camera. We can ask again, can the person be facing the camera? Alright, let's try it. Nope. Okay, I mean, I'm wondering if it's because he's got his arm folded, because arms folded facing may be a bit funny. So maybe let's ask again. I mean, he's facing with his face, but I want the person. Let's do something else. The person to be facing the camera with his torso. While he has hands in his pockets. Right, again, not facing. It's really weird because I've been generating many images where they are facing the camera with their body, but hey, he doesn't want to play ball tonight. So this is basically what I wanted to show you, really, the flexibility of Nano Banana to really create from a selfie or a random nice picture of someone into something more like headshots, corporate headshot, lifestyle portrait, you name it. So I'm a photographer myself. I shoot headshots a lot, but I don't think I'm gonna be shooting them for a long time, because with the way this is possible to achieve, there's going to be a moment where as long as you have a decent photo of someone, then you can then generate anything you want. Maybe it will be more difficult to generate, you know, on a company scale, but you know, it's probably just a matter of time. So now I'm going to show you the app I created using Emergent, and this is the app. So don't worry about the, I mean, if you wanted to try the app, you wouldn't have that many credits on there. It's just because I'm testing it all the time, so it's got lots of credits. But normally you would have maybe like 5, 10, 20, something like that. So I acquired this URL ai-headshot.click, and I call the app like this as well. Very simple. And as you can see, you add the original photo, so from the computer you can just upload it, and I can take anything like this. So maybe let's use this guy there, and then I went into the style. So I've added a few of those, like actor, black and white portrait. This black and white portrait is really a gimmick because I prefer to have everything in color. Casual, professional, corporate, LinkedIn professional, creative, dating profile. This is very popular in my work as a photographer. Environmental portrait is a bit like lifestyle. Headshot is a bit similar thing. Magazine editorial, model, portfolio, until even cartoon style. The cartoon style is more like a gimmicky one, just for fun really, but I left it there to be, so that is kind of a bit quirky and stuff. But let's say I want to have a LinkedIn corporate professional thing. I'm going to put like a darker background. I've also added seasonal backdrop there, so that's another gimmick that doesn't seem to exist in many other apps, where you can have like Christmas, Halloween, Thanksgiving for people in the US. For example, the Halloween one, you see you can choose the backdrop there, so you can have like black cats, ghosts, graveyards, and it worked quite well. When I started developing the app, I even added a third drop down to select like makeup, but the app was buggy like crazy. It was crashing down every 2 generation. So I can actually show you a generation I made, just so that you can see this one there. So you see I made like a before and after. This is an unsplash portrait, and then I generated the makeup, which is, I guess you see the hair of the guy with like some ghosts in the background. But to be honest, it was so buggy that I just didn't even bother having it any longer. I mean, I also managed to create a Christmas jumper with that. So you got the before and the after. So it looks really good, but again, it was crashing every 2 generations, and you cannot really have crashes all the time if you're actually going to sell the app. Right, I'm not going to use that, so I'm going to put none there. Then I did the outfit customization. So let's say I want to have like maybe casual dress shirt. Outfit color, maybe I'm gonna say blue. And then I've added that this afternoon actually, which is something quite crazy. Let's say I'm going to add some florals pattern, and the florals, I want them to be white. And then this one I'm not touching because I don't need another color. But I've added a secondary color in case you have like a two color pattern. Accessories, I've added that as well, but it's more like a gimmick as well, because you can add like glasses, you can add sunglasses if you want, a tie, a watch, you know, a hat, but I'm not gonna use that. Format, I'm gonna put portrait, but I could generate a square or anything really I want. I've added that recently as well because it wasn't possible to choose. As for the facial expression, I'm gonna say friendly. The posture, I'm going to say hand in pockets, and then the camera angle, this time I'm gonna say facing camera. Hopefully it will do that. And at the bottom there I've added some FAQs, which should be really closed like an accordion, but it seems to be all open, but at least you can have your answer straight away. So that's it basically. You've got like terms of service, privacy policy, and then when I scroll back up, this is what I selected. So now to create the headshot, I click generate headshot, and it's going to be fairly quick. I mean, I'll say generally about under 60 seconds, but it's probably faster. And I'll say, look at that. It's kind of facing, it's maybe a slight incline. It's a bit of a busy pattern there, but you can clearly say this is the same guy. I've added a comparison window there where you can actually see. I mean, you may have to look at it very closely, but this is the same guy. So then you can download the headshots. After a generation, none of the thing you've set are gone away. So basically, you can then change it if you want. So I could have like maybe large florals, that you can see the difference, and everything's going to be the same. So if I say generate professional headshot again, it's all in real time. So you can see now big flowers and a blue shirt. So again, the guy face is respected. What could I try? Maybe I'll try white background, and I'm going to try to have black like this, and maybe I will say blazer this time, so I don't want any pattern. Let's try this. So it's going to be more like a corporate headshot, a proper one from a company. Here you go. So again, facing ish. It's got a black blazer. Now let's try something else with the position of the guy. Let's say maybe serious. And here I'm going to try and say looking away, but it kind of works when you want this one. And I'm going to try and say maybe navy or blue top with the accessory. I'm going to say a tie, and then I'm going to make it red this time. Okay. And then let's go generate. Serious, 3/4 or looking away. I mean, it's not looking away, so that's not very good. I may have to rework those orientations because they're not totally working. But he's got a blue blazer with a red tie. He's serious, and this is the same guy. So I guess we got a majority and a white background. We got a majority of the things we entered. Also, I forgot to mention it, in the background settings, I've got the solid ones, which are like studio. I've got gradient one, like rose gold or copper, so it goes from light to dark, for example. I've got a custom background, which I added there, which are more like natural things, like modern office with clean lines or floor to ceiling windows. So maybe we can put this one if it's in an office. And then, I mean, this one is art, so bokeh, like if it was taken at night. But if I go back to custom, floor to ceiling windows with city views, let's now maybe try and change the put a business suit there and see if it changes. But you can literally put anything you want. I mean, I even had, in the custom one, I had even a field where you could actually type what you want as a backdrop. That worked for a while, but again, a bit buggy, so I kind of removed that to avoid having too many possibilities. But you can see now he's looking away this time, and he's got a backdrop of a city view with floor to ceiling windows. So it's fairly, you know, I mean, it's fairly faithful. So again, I didn't download them, but all of those have been fairly faithful to what I asked. And I think it's a very interesting, very nice app. Fairly simple. And then basically I'm just going to change the person in there. Let's do another person. Let's add maybe this guy there. Okay. And let's just generate. I mean, I guess we don't really want, I don't know if we have the same, not everyone wear the same thing, right? So maybe I could have like a gray thing with maybe blue. Blue tie, I don't know if that's a thing, but and then just generate, and then we'll have to see if it does the same backdrop in the same space, like looking away. I mean, it's probably not. Let's see. Oh, now this one is at night, okay. But you can see it's the same guy, and he's got a grey suit with a blue tie, and he's got city views in the background. Okay, so I will stop the video here. My next video I will show you how to use the API to create an interior design app, and I will show you from scratch. So I will input the prompt and everything into Emergent, and you will see how it works. But now you can see, I mean, it literally took me 10 days to do this app, but the core of it was done in under an hour. So it's really mind-boggling what you can do right now. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel, and I see you in a future video for more AI adventures. Thank you.